right, we got the Herschel breakfast sandwich from Middle Child here in Philadelphia. I knew him on Instagram, so let's see what it's about. All right, this sandwich is heavy. It's a beast. It is pretty. You got eggs, you got corned beef, you got cheese on this square sandwich, and it's super hot, super hot. I'm super excited. Look at that cross section, man. Wow, that is a beautiful, beautiful sandwich. So it's time to get sandwich number 2. It's a different one than I was planning on getting because the other one is closed now until Thursday. So we're switching it up. So I just came to a Chase Bank ATM spot just to warm up my hands because ordering things online made my fingers cold. Yeah, so that we'll talk about it later, but Middle Child, the Herschel breakfast sandwich, man. Didn't realize I was gonna pass by a WaWa. I could have went in there and got a sandwich for this video. Maybe we will, maybe we won't, we shall see. WaWa, baby. All right, went back to Woodrow's sandwich shop. Been there before, trying the roasted pork again from this place instead of the Nick's. Didn't like the cheese last time, so I'm asking for regular provolone. We'll see if it's any better. That looks beautiful. The bread looks beautiful. Roast pork, or pulled pork they do it with. Broccoli rabe, and I don't think they did regular provolone like I asked, but whatever. There we go. Look at that. Look at. Got the WaWa right here just because for the video. I've never had a cheesesteak here, but the sandwich I had before is really good. Cheesesteak's my favorite sandwich, and we're in Philly. We'll see what this is all about. WaWa, it's nice and hot. There we go, nice and steamy. At first I was looking for where the cheese was, but it's right in there. Bread looks good, nice texture to it. Fold it like that, you feel me? Whoa. All right, so like I said before, I found about Middle Child on Instagram, been following them for a minute. Don't necessarily know how I found out about them, but I saw their pictures and they were doing some real big things. I've been to Philly a few times and I kind of forgot about them, but then once back on Instagram, I'm like, yeah, I gotta go. So here in Philly, I'm getting their Herschel, corned beef meat. I forget exactly what style it is, but nice fluffy eggs and some American cheese on a rye bread. That sandwich was huge, I'm telling you. They switched into a ghost style contactless delivery pickup format, so I ordered it before I got there. Wasn't necessarily ready when I got there, but that's cool. I wanted it fresh, but they were busy for a second, and I got that thing. The meat was tender, it was juicy, wasn't that greasy. There was a nice egg to meat ratio. The cheese was there. I'm not necessarily a rye person, but the rye, it added some, it was cool. I could have used a different bread, but the meat was the star of the show. It was perfect. The eggs were nicely cooked. Didn't necessarily have a nice flavor to it, but the texture was great. A little bit of butter in there or salt, maybe there was, but a little bit more oomph in the eggs would have been perfect. But that sandwich was a beast, and I would eat that again for sure. All right, so the second sandwich I had was the roast pork from Woodrow's. I've had the roast pork before. It was okay. Last time I had it at Tony DeNick's or something DeNick's. Didn't really like the aged provolone, but this time I got it from Woodrow Sandwich Shop. It was really pepper heavy. Pulled pork was tender, a little bit of juiciness into it. I would have needed a little bit more broccoli rabe. I didn't go with an aioli because I don't like mayo-based stuff, but yeah, I definitely probably wouldn't eat this again, but I've had their cheesesteak, and their cheesesteak is excellent, great flavor, probably one of my favorites. But the roast pork was a miss for me. Just very, very pepper heavy, and the broccoli rabe didn't cut that for me. Probably could have used a little bit more. I asked to see if they could put regular provolone there instead of aged provolone. They didn't do that, but if they did, maybe it would have been a little different. Maybe if I got the aioli on the side, maybe a little bit different, but I don't like mayo-based stuff. But I would go back there for the cheesesteak. Woodrow Sandwich Shop has good cheesesteaks for sure. All right, I just went to WaWa for the video. I like WaWa, their sandwiches, their hoagies are really good. Never had a cheesesteak there, and I only got the cheesesteak this time because, you know, I'm in Philly and I haven't been to WaWa in a minute. Just want to see what it's like. Bread was really good, great texture. The meat, surprisingly, not bad. Tender, flavor was cool. The star of the show is probably the caramelized onions. Nice sweet note that brought to the meat. Provolone cheese was there, but ultimately this has been better than the average cheesesteak I've had before. Like I said, I tried cheesesteaks everywhere, and WaWa didn't disappoint. Not bad, not bad. It's not up to the Penn Station level. It's not up to Woodrow's level, but a quick one that definitely hits the spot right there, and I can't complain because WaWa puts out quality sandwiches, nice and fast and fresh. Also, Philly is known for being one of the places where pretzels came to the United States. I tried one last time I was here. I wasn't impressed. And this one's probably not going to be that good, but we're going to try it. I'm going to microwave it a little bit. Warmed it up a bit. Feeling soft now. So this WaWa pretzel is actually better than the one I had last time. It is in the traditional shape of the old style pretzel, and it was better than Philly Pretzel Company. This one would have been great with a little bit of cheese dipping sauce. I didn't really see anything, and I just got it by itself. But I did have to microwave it a little bit to make it more soft, and the texture was pretty good. It wasn't super dry. It wasn't like the best pretzel I had before, but it was a step up. I could see where it's going. If I had it nice and fresh with some hot cheese sauce, I could see myself really enjoying that. So WaWa, not a bad deal. There's a artisan pretzel place here that I really want to try, but they're cash only. So next time I'm here, I'm going to make sure I have cash and I'll be able to go there. All right, y'all, comment below if you have any thoughts. If you've been in these places, want to share anything. It's your boy Nicholas. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out, y'all. 2021, baby.